Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Big Guava Pod. Before we begin today's episode, I'd like to shout out the Kingsway Collectibles Seasonal Slam 2, hosted by the Doom of Fools. This is a 1K CEDH tournament, January 17th, starting at 12 p.m. with a $40 entry fee. This tournament is proxy friendly. Attendance of 30 plus players means a top 4 payout. Attendance of 29 or less equals a top 2 payout. The first and second prize is a Bayou and Savannah. The winner gets to pick first. And then third and fourth get $125 of store credit. Once again, this tournament is at Kingsway Collectibles, starting January 17th, starting at 12 p.m. with a $40 entry fee, proxy friendly. All prizes can be exchanged for 60% cash value or 70% store credit. You do not want to miss out on this one. Doors open at 11 a.m. If you have any questions, please reach out to the Kingsway Collectibles crew and the Doom of Fools himself. Thank you so much, and let's begin the podcast. Welcome to the first ever Florida Roundtable for CEDH podcast. That's right. I am going to be your host for the cast. I am your wizard here at Big Guava Gamers. To my left, we have Papa Guava Maui. Papa?
Hello. Yes, I am Maui, unofficially known as Papa Guava, as this was somehow my brainchild, even though I don't take credit for it. I think it was a collective effort. We are a Tampa Bay CDH crew just looking to cultivate an awesome CDH community here in the Tampa Bay area and just get more tourneys going and have people, slinging spells at like the highest caliber you can, and looking to do it in a welcoming, safe, respectful fashion too.
With just a hint of danger, just enough amount of danger.
Just a little bit.
Alrighty. Up next, we have Josh, our good neighbors, our good comrades from the PUNT.WIN.REAPT Discord. Josh, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, my name is Josh. I'm a judge from the Orlando area.
Come on, man, we got to do the classic intro.
That's right. Hi, I'm Josh.
And I'm Jordy, and you're listening to PUNT.WIN.REAPT.
But yeah, I'm a judge from the Orlando area. I've been putting on CDH events for over a year now. And Jordy, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Jordy. I'm also known as Georgetown on Discord, and I've been playing / helping Josh out with tournaments in the Orlando area, and I'm typically based out of South Florida these days.
Perfect, you two. That's awesome. And last, but certainly not least,
God,
the Fools.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I guess I represent the north of Florida, right now. Maybe we need somebody in Tallahassee, Jacksonville area. But you know me, I do stuff in Daytona, Bunnell, I do stuff in Leesburg. Maybe not. I agree with you guys. I'm trying to play CDH. 4 years ago, the only way to play CDH was go to CCS in Georgia. So now that's all I want to do is, now look at us. We have a tournament every month, right? Which we're going to talk about a little later about whatever. But yeah, that's me. I'm the Doom of Fools. Take it away.
That literally brings us to like why we started the roundtable, right? We want more CDH in Florida.
That's why we're here. Yep.
That's why we're here.
I'm the loud, obnoxious one. Josh is the cool, calm, collected one. You guys are chilling. Yeah. That's what I first noticed about doing this was it's not a competition. Like me and Josh hooked up right away. Me and Guava were like, hey, let's do something together. Like it's not McDonald's, Burger King, Walmart, Kmart, right? That'd be the Kmart of Josh's Walmart. So I love that we instantly...
Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me.
No, if I had to
make me Target
to any franchises, we are the KFC, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell. Like,
do they have those anymore? What?
Yeah,
we're bringing them back.
They do.
We're literally bringing them back.
Okay.
Right now, it's happening.
That's funny. I'll eat my chocolate pretzels and shut up. All right. Carry on.
All right, so we have a few topics for our listeners today. A few incredible things that we would like to talk about. First off, I'd like to just do a quick, lore dump, a quick hashing of how we all started our individual tournaments, our communities, and how we got to where we are. If you were a fan of the Big Guava channel, our first episode ever was a interview with Sir Papa Guava about all this. However, just in case you haven't heard it, Maui, go ahead and give us a quick recap of how the Big Guava was assembled and how we started everything we have now.
Yeah, I mean, Big Guava Gamers legitimately started with us having like what we called homie tournaments, which were just small scale tournaments at each other's houses. Buy-in was like $20. We all put it in the pot, and then it said top 4 gets their $20 back, and then whoever wins gets the rest. And we did that for, I want to say, like a year or so, and finally came to the conclusion and like the question of why don't we do this on a larger scale? Why don't we ask stores in the area, is this something that we can do at their stores? And we reached out to Oblivion Games. Oblivion was very much like, yeah, that sounds great. We would love to help you guys, manage that. So shout outs to Oblivion out on Waters. We'll actually be there this Saturday for our December tournament. But that being stated, yeah, it was just wanting to have more like larger scale tournaments in the Tampa area because there was nothing whatsoever. I think prior to our June tournament, the last tournament was in Tampa for like a SEG con, and then beyond that, nothing. So it just came in for a love of tournaments and a love of wanting to grow the community.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Alrighty. Up next, we have Josh and George from the PUNT.WIN.REAPT Discord. Gentlemen, go ahead and give us your story. Tell us your tale.
Jordy, you remember how we started?
Dude, I told you it was like a DM after the whole falling out that we had with another guy in the community.
Yeah. So to kind of give you the short on what started me off with everything is we had a different guy that was running all of the CEDH events locally, but it was just like small timey, like $5 for a weekly. And basically he ended up leaving the community, and there was kind of a void of no one really managing anything, and we all still wanted to show up and play, but didn't really know what to do. So I was like, well, fuck it. Just kind of started organizing things and went up to our LGS owner and was like, hey, can we do like a bigger thing on a Saturday? And then, we started running tournaments that way. And it's actually why I became a judge, why I went through the process and ended up becoming an L1 was someone had to judge it. Someone had to run all the stuff. So why not me?
Why not you? So it sounds like a position needed to be filled in order for your CEDH community, the tournament scene, all of that needed someone to not only take charge, but officially judge the events. So you and your crew filled in that spot, and you guys have been thriving ever since. Am I understanding that properly?
Yeah, that's basically it.
That's fantastic. That's wicked.
And on top of that too, me and Jordy had that every like 30-year-old white dude discussion of, hey, let's start a podcast.
We gotta.
I think everyone's done it at some point. If you haven't, you're lying.
I never would have done this in my 20s. The moment I started hitting my 30s, I was like, I need a microphone in front of me and like 8 other kids. Like something is incomplete. I think that's exactly what I need.
Time to just air my questionable opinions to the world.
Exactly.
And Sir DOF, how does one become the doom of so many fools? How did you end up placing your flag in so many regions? Tell us your tale.
So my 33rd birthday, I woke up and I was like, I should start a podcast. I'm in a group chat with like 6 of my buddies, and I was just spitting straight fire. I was like helping them with the decks, and I'm like, dude, we got to do a podcast. Literally, that's what happened. And 3 months later, no one did it. And I was like, I just started one. So about 8 months in Doom of Fools, I was like, yo, let's play some tournaments, and nobody would do it. So my store didn't believe me that Commander would do tournaments. They didn't understand it. So I literally was like, can I throw a tournament at your place? I'll throw my own intuition up, right? I'll throw my own intuition up. We'll get 8 people, and then we'll see what goes on. I got 36 people to show up for this intuition. And I was like, oh shit. Like they had to buy more tables and chairs. I had no idea Leesburg. You probably didn't even know what Leesburg was until you went on Google Maps 5 minutes ago. So it's like, oh shit, this is actually a thing. And then I just kept going and going, just like Josh. I want to play Commander. I want to play CDH. No one else is gonna do it. I'll do it. And then look at us. Look at you guys. You guys are handsome. You know, I'm the ugly sister of the group. But hey,
I think that's like that's a consistent theme of like we all just wanted to keep playing more and more CDH. And I think that one thing that we keep seeing, especially now, is like the way to play Magic on a competitive level, at least in person, has kind of been shifting to CDH for a while. I mean, I'm not sure if you guys feel that, but there used to be a big like legacy and modern community down here in South Florida, and it's all just sort of been kind of like flowing into CEDH. And that's where we've been really seeing more of like a pulse and revival into the community for CEDH, at least in South Florida. I don't know about you guys.
Man, all I know is the day Maui said in our group chat that Oblivion Games greenlit our tournament to be in their store. Even though me and my buddy, you know, our buddy, Jeremy King, the King, I know y'all have met King, we like, looked at one another from miles away, and almost at the same time, we were like, we're opening this bitch up to the public, right? Like, we're making this a thing, right? This is gonna be an official thing that we're gonna make real, right? And Maui got swept up. Nah.
Hey, I'm okay with it because, like, you know, it literally, like everybody has said, and I'm 100% in agreement with, there was nothing, and I was just like, I just want to play more tournaments. Like, I'm doing this for the love of the game. Like, I enjoy tournaments. I enjoy, like, normally I'm a very, like, socially anxious person, but, like, when I sit down at a table to play Magic, I'm like, I'm a butterfly, and I'm like, this is a great feeling. This is something that I'm comfortable with. This is something that I'm passionate about. And, you know, it would be great to get on, like, you know, super high level content creator, like, you know, tier, but that's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I love it. Like, it's fun for me. It's stressful, but it's fun.
I would very much like for the big Guava gamers to hit a high tier level. Like, comment, subscribe. Love you all. Thank you very much. It's a dream. It's a goal. But man, that's awesome. So we've introduced ourselves. We've given everyone our story and our locations. Now let's talk about the pulse, the real deal meat and potatoes of the CEDH tournament world. And I'd honestly have to say the venue, the whole body, the whole skeleton, where these tournaments are hosted is a big deal when it comes to the quality of these events. Many times have I seen or read on the grapevine that a tournament could be better if it was located or if only this venue had so with that being said, Maui, talk about some of your tournament experience in the area. Can you recall where you have gone and is still doing high quality CEDH events and hosting them well?
Yeah, I mean, the very first, like, quote unquote, like, local tournament that I did was a few years ago and they're no longer open. It was a store up in Land O'Lakes called the Gamer's Basement, if I remember correctly. And it was like a 12 person tournament. And like the prize was, oh gosh, I don't even remember. I think it was like a transmute artifact or something. And it was cool. And then I think shortly after we started doing our homie tournaments, and then immediately after that, or like shortly after that, I think there was, we did Salt Fest back in 2024. That's when I got the first big hit of like tourneys, and then we got the SEG Con in September last year, and that was like, I think as far as I was aware, Tampa's like first event, like first real big event. And then in terms of like consistency, the only store that I can think of that's like doing stuff on the regular is Nerdy Needs. They do every Friday. They have like, it's not CEDH officially, like that's not what they dub it. It's just like Commander, like kind of league or tournament-esque deal. And I know that they get like, I think anywhere from 12 to 16 people, and I got to meet a lot of cool people there. And then we opened it up to Oblivion. Oblivion was cool with it. We actually, and I'll touch up on it later, we actually also received word that a store out in St. Pete wants to do it and work with us. So we're discussing dates for March to get a March tourney going where it's effectively 5K guaranteed, with the first place getting like a foil Grim Monolith, which I was like, that sounds fucking sick.
Yeah.
So
Are we allowed to say the
But,
name of the store, or
yeah.
is that still too soon?
it's still too soon, I would say. I want to like really ensure that we get like a good date. But I do know that I want to announce it, on Saturday. I also want to announce the January event from the PUNT.WIN.REAPT boys, because I'm also trying to get myself out there to be a player and join in on. But I don't think we have consistency, but like overall, like the health in Tampa, it's growing. I feel like people are starting to like understand that the stigma of CDH was placed there by like just really toxic individuals who didn't understand the concept. And it's like there are two levels of CDH. So you can play it casually and you can play it like at a tournament level. Like you can play your like super fun Yargle deck, at a tournament or at a CDH level. Because my mentality is every commander is a CDH commander. There are just some that are infinitely better than others. But that shouldn't detract you from having fun and doing it in the strongest way possible. So the health is growing, the interest is there. I just want to be one of the ones to help cultivate it.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. All right. The gentleman from PUNT.WIN.REAPT, you guys have been in your scene for a while. Talk about, some of the better venues you guys have either worked with or been a contender at, and, any consistent events that are still going on in your areas that are really proven that, CEDH is alive and healthy for not only competitive play, but, like Maui said, more of the like casual / competitive side.
All right, yeah. Josh, you want to take you take Orlando area, and I'll take Broward County.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You can go
So
first.
yeah. So for Broward, a lot of the main store I would say is CardX Cards over in Davie. That place hosts weeklies all the time. There's a couple stores that are trying to get more involved. Guildhall specifically, a big store. It's like 15,000 square feet. That they're trying to get more people in there. Prodigy just recently hosted a pretty big tournament. Let me see, in November. So Prodigy Games is another store that's been around for at least 10 years. They were around when I was in high school. And then also Rock Gaming down in Miami hosted a recent tournament of, I think, roughly 40 or 50 players. So CDH in South Florida, after the bans, there was a bit of a dip. Just in players. I'm not sure if everyone else experienced that. But I think that overall, like, format health and tournament health in South Florida has definitely been picking up. So that's my report for there. I just want to take Orlando.
Yeah. So Orlando is pretty easy because there's not a lot going on, which is really weird when you think about how many people and the density of people in Orlando. But realistically, the only shop that's been putting on stuff consistently has been Campus Cards and Games. Shout out to Joe. He's done a lot to, help make sure that we have a scene to put, events together in. There's a couple other places that have put on like little CDH events, which we can get into a little bit later when we talk about things we like and dislike about tournaments and what makes us want to go to a certain event versus a different one where we're kind of like hemming and hawing about it. But shout out to Campus Cards and Games. Been like a pillar of the community for well over a decade. So that's basically what I got. That's where we put all of our stuff on too. So
Nice, very nice. And Sir Doom, how about you, my friend? Like I said to the other gentleman here, you've been in this for a long time. Who's been the big names? Who's been the best castles for your kingdom?
Not really a long time. I'm Bambi. I've only thrown a few events, maybe 3 or 4. So I'm 6, 7, 8 months in it. But my local right now, I'm kind of fighting with, so I won't plug them. Fuck those guys. But Kingsway Collectibles in Benell. That guy is so cool. He's like, if you can guarantee 80 people, I'll throw a whatever K, right? Like, he's really, really cool. I do want to shout out my friend Landon. He's talking about throwing a 10K in Ocala, which is about 45 minutes north of me, in a couple months. But I don't see it personally because I feel like a 10K you need like 4, 5, 6 months. But he's talking about it. He says he has a venue, he has people, but we'll see. And also, I don't really have much to talk about that, but I would love to segue into like, do you guys think there's going to be like bigger tournaments where we're at instead of these little 1K, 2K, 5Ks? Is there going to be a 15K, a 10K in the future around here? I don't really know. What do you guys think?
Well, if you guys have heard about like Quantum Grind series, I mean, they've been talking about doing a 10K and even a 50K.
Yeah.
My understanding is recently Sam, he's one of the big promoters. He kind of took over like full control on that, and so he's going to be pushing that pretty hard in the next couple months. So that's the biggest tournament I've heard about, at least in Florida, 50K. I mean, that's the biggest tournament I've heard of like ever.
Period. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead.
Is there any
Frank.
traction though?
Oh,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, because like that's a big jump to what we're seeing, but like in our area. So I don't know if a natural progression would be better to make that successful. I'm not too sure if that's part of the Quantum Grind's plan, but I mean, hey, if you build it, they will come. That's what they say. So
Yeah, I'll say this: if you throw out a 50K, you're gonna get people there. Like,
Yeah.
people are gonna show up for it as long as you market it right and you put it, in the right spaces. And it looks like he's getting together with a bunch of different content creators and talking to Zane and going through the channels. So we'll see.
Is there actual traction though? Because I've heard about that for a long time, but I haven't really heard about it, right? Because a 50K, that's the largest tournament we ever had, was a 20K, right? Ever in CEDH. So 50K, I feel like that's something like, that's the big boys. Like that's something that should be promoted for a long time. And I've been hearing for 6
I've got my
months.
concerns. Don't you worry. I've got my concerns, but it's definitely the biggest one I've heard about. We'll see what happens when we get close to it, because they've been building up to it. Like they did a 5K and now they have a 10K coming up. I need to check the date on it. And so they're trying to ramp it up through other tournaments. But I definitely have some reservations on like exactly how many people are going to show up and what it's actually
so many
gonna look
questions.
like.
Yeah.
Oh, brother. Yeah, I'm right there with you.
A 50K? Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
We have a 10K in Florida. That's huge. You're doing a 50K? That's like, I hope for the best, right? Like, I think that would be awesome. I gotta see it to believe it.
If
You know what I
there's a
mean?
50K, I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't you worry about that.
That's funny.
That's pretty huge. That's definitely pretty huge.
That's-
And I mean, to get to that level, you definitely have to master the art of the tournament, and to know how to put on a good tournament, you have to participate in these events and truly understand what makes them good and what makes them bad. Because I mean, it would be disappointing for anyone, any TO and any player, where this huge prize pool is brought to their attention, but then the tournament is ran poorly, or there are certain calls made that definitely skews it from what most players are used to, or what they would consider to be good traits for a well-ran event. So with that being said, like Maui, what do you look for when it comes to playing an event, running an event? What are the things that you like and dislike about tournaments, big or small?
So, I mean, for me, it's a good entry to prize pool. And I don't know if I'm like most people. When I'm playing in a tournament, I don't want to split a prize. Like if I somehow make it, which I haven't, I would love to, but if I get to the end, like I'm playing to play, like I'm playing to win here. Like if I got to this point, like if I really believe in myself, I'm gonna play and I'm not gonna want to split anything. And I always find it confusing how some stores do cards for like really, really big events. And I'm just like, you can't, like, that makes it hard to split it. You like make it top heavy, because I feel like when people play after they've split, like from what I've seen, it's like the heart's not fully in it anymore because the stakes are gone. Like you're like, I already won, so what are we really doing here? So I think that like having that pressure of like there's something really worth it at the end makes those games just that much better and that much more enticing. And then in terms of running it, just some things I really like are just getting like talking to people and like communicating like, hey, what can we do for you to be better? Like, how can we make your experience that much more enjoyable? Like, do we need to talk about lowering the entry fee? Do we need to talk about raising the prize support? Do you like the scaling prize support? Do you not like it? Do you like how the payout is structured, so on and so forth? Like, I love talking to people and getting their opinion and like communicating and knowing that I'm not going to agree with everything that everybody else says, but getting that feedback, that honest feedback from like passionate people of like, how can we improve? I think that's like one of my favorite things.
Gotcha. All righty. All right, gentlemen from Punt.WIN.REAPT, same question for you guys.
I don't know about Josh here, but my number one thing, both as a player and as a TO, is how many people are playing in the tournament. I want a good turnout. Whether I'm playing or I'm hosting, I want a good turnout. I will play in a 3K versus a 5K if the 3K has 10 to 15 more people. I want to see people in the door. So that'd be my number one thing. So like anytime I'm making a tournament decision, that's my number one thing, and then followed by prize support. I want to make sure that like if I'm going to be there for 5, 6, 7 hours, whatever it is, that it's worth it at the end of the day. Or if I scrub out, at least I go home early. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make sure that I'm either playing for something or I'm getting the fuck out of there, like at a decent time. So yeah, that's kind of what I look at when I look at tournaments.
Gotcha. How about you, Josh?
I would say, how many hours we got? I'm just kidding. So tournament organizing is something that I feel like most people don't really think much about. And once you're in it and you're trying to get an event put together, you can really go down the weeds of things that need to be happening and stuff that goes wrong and can affect like the longevity of your events, like actually even firing or, you know, having people show up to. One of the biggest things that I try to tell people about this is like we have a commander player base that tends to come from more casual scenes, which tends to pull in people that aren't as familiar with competitive tournaments and how they're run and the etiquette and the behavior that's associated with that. And then on top of that, a lot of times you have stores and people putting up the actual prizes that tend to not really know like what's fair or what players should be expecting or how to actually run the event. So the things that I tend to look for are, like Maui said before, how much of the prize is going back to the players from the entry fees. We can go in the weeds on that, but I think typically anywhere between like 60 and 90% is like pretty fair. 60 is like really, really low, but it's still like doable. Just kind of depends on what's going on there. And then making sure that you have someone running the event that knows how to handle competitive Magic, having a judge that, you know, is familiar with that kind of thing. And yeah, that's probably like the two biggest things is what are players getting out of it and how high of a standard can I expect the event to be run to? But yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree with both of those guys. Just to kind of piggyback off of that is is this a serious tournament? Is this legit, or is this just a bunch of people playing Magic, right? Like, the first thing I judge is the judge. Does this judge even know what he's talking about? What are we doing here? Like, there's real money on the line. So I kind of want to ask you guys, the fellow TOs, because there is no handbook for this, right? Like, when I started it, I was like messaging Chris Glade. I was looking up stuff. I didn't know. I'm looking at the top deck, how to do my prizing. Right, so when we look for prizing, because I feel like that's the elephant in the room, right? What does work best for you guys? Because I've gotten a lot of different feedback. Is it like an underground sea, the dual lands, the Mox Diamond? Is it cash prizes? What do you guys think as TOs would be the best moving forward for the prizes? Are we, because like you said, people don't understand, like a lot of these places, they can't put up an underground sea if they have 18 people show up. And most people don't understand that. But more people come, the bigger the prizes, obviously, right? So when people are doing guaranteed 5Ks, that's crazy to me. Like, I can't get my TO to fucking spin any type. I'll eat my mic if I keep talking about him. But so I want to ask you guys, what's your experience with prizing? Do you think should we just go like cash because that's what the big events do, or do you think people like the dual lands and the casual Mox Diamonds here and there?
So I'll defer to Josh first because I have some things to say, but like I think somebody more experienced should talk first.
Yeah, because that's the elephant, right? Like, let's talk about it.
Yeah, actually, me and Maui talked about this pretty extensively before when the event going on this weekend was getting planned. Whenever you're talking about payouts for events, I think that it's important to have some kind of a sliding scale so that players are seeing the increase in attendance, like increasing their payout. I do think that there's like this weird balance of if you guarantee a 5K and like 10 people show up and they pay like $50, like the store is going to get rinsed and it's not really fair to them, but the players will be super happy. But you can't ever get a shop to want to do that. And on the flip side, if you have 50 people show up, they all paid $50, and then we're paying out like a bag of Skittles and 2 packs of Spider-Man, like
a high five.
No one's going to be happy about it. So typically for me, like I said before, what I'm looking for is some kind of range where players are getting the majority of what they put in, with just enough room for the shop to like actually make something and make it worth their while, but still be fair to the players. I think that number tends to be around 70%. I personally prefer going for like 80%, but I think 80% you have to be getting more into the like players are paying more money so that there's more of a wiggle room for margin for the shop.
Yeah. And yeah, like Josh said, I think scaling. So I think it's like kind of a double-edged sword. Like guarantees are really great, but you have to do it in a really intelligent way. I think from what I've seen so far, like for our event, and like Josh said, we talked about it extensively, like making sure that like we're scaling it in a meaningful way so that like if we're charging $100 for you to show up, like you're getting a good chunk of what you pay. And I think on like the absolute high end, if we like get all seats filled, like, I still want the players to get at least, 65%, 60 to 65% of their money's worth, or like their entry into a prize pool to make it meaningful. I think that like for small scale tournaments, like 1Ks, I think cards are actually probably fine because you don't have to put up like super expensive cards. You can put up like a few duels or like even like a duel and then store credit to fill out the rest and incentivize, players to come spend money. But then if you're doing like really large scale tournaments, I think like a scaling cash system and like you have kind of thresholds that like, well, if we have a certain amount of entries, we'll do this prize support. If we have a certain amount of entries, it goes this prize support. And then with a certain amount of entries, this prize support. So that way that stores feel safe and like hosting these tournaments because they're like, well, if we don't fill it out, at least we have, we're not getting destroyed. But if we do have a really good tournament like turnout, like it's worth it for us to like have that scale. So I think cash for large, like cards for small is probably the way to go. But like you just have to do it really well because, Josh said it. If you guarantee something and it doesn't turn out the way you want, you're just going to get fucked. And we don't want that because it makes it harder for events to happen.
Right. Yeah.
Absolutely. No, I couldn't agree more. So I mean, we talked about a lot of, key components to running a good event. We want to make sure that the house is filled to as many people as possible. We want to make sure that if we're spending our day playing, we're getting a prize worthwhile, depending on the TOs and the host. The prize is either something that's guaranteed or scales. And of course, the guaranteed promises, big or small attendance, you're getting something. But the scaling, like Josh says, that promotes investing, like building your community, getting your friends and all their friends to come to this tournament, because if we're playing for a prize, and that prize is going to be worth it, we need to fill the house. And we need to make sure it's filled in a proper store, or even convention, or any place that can provide the means to run a fantastic event. So it sounds like we got it all figured out, yet at the same time there's still so much room to improve, not only our events, but events around the world. Even the biggest of biggest events always have room for improvements. So with that being said, starting off with Papa Guava, with all the notes that we've been taking and all the other tournaments that we've played in and observed, what have we learned to make the Big Guava events better? What have we learned to improve what we're doing now based off everything we've talked about?
Yeah, I mean, as far as we're concerned, like being transparent on like any changes that we're making, being honest, being open to feedback. Like if you host a tournament and it doesn't work out exactly the way you hoped it would, you talk to your players and be like, what can we do better? I think proper advertisement and like informing the players what to expect from the get-go is also probably something that we can improve. Like, in our case, and I don't want to talk too much, is that like I should have put like 5K in the name for our tournament in December to let players know like this is going to be up to a 5K. And like going forward, being cognizant of like informing the pricing or like the expectation out the door, with just that small little name, I think is like something that we can do better so that players know and players have that honest communication.
For the record, we've already taken this mistake out of Maui's pay, so this won't happen again. He's definitely learned his lesson for sure. Josh and
We
George.
can all agree we're not doing this for the money, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's in the
We're not getting
negatives now.
rich.
He's definitely
Right.
I'm not
Yeah.
even doing it for my health, man.
Like
Right.
We've been getting zero and stress, but no, now he's definitely in the negatives. He owes.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
down like $5,000 now.
As long as we're on the same page. I've made nothing.
Yeah, no, this is, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like, money is nice, but like, at the end of the day, if I come out net zero, but we're putting on tournaments that players love and like players are going to talk about, that's way more worth it to me. I'm like, that's great. That's all I needed. At the end of the day, that's payment enough.
On the flyer, we'll talk about net
Yeah.
zero.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Josh and George, same thing for you guys with your events and everything you learn. What are your goals? What are you looking to improve on when it comes to everything you guys are doing now?
So, I think my biggest focus, and it's something that I've actually mentioned to you guys here as well, is I feel like one of the roadblocks that we're running into as organizers is the density of events, which love to see it, by the way. Everyone having a weekend, a tournament every weekend, and there's always something new to go to or some new event going on. A lot of my focus is taking the quality of the events and really elevating those and reducing the frequency in which they happen, so that when you show up to an event and you pay your, whether it's $35, $50, $100, whatever it ends up being, that the quality of event you're getting is at the highest level it can be. And you don't start to feel that burnout of, well, I got to go every Saturday to another event because they're going on. And, that's my biggest thing that I feel like needs to change. And that's maybe something we'll shout out here at the end with the event that we've got going on there. But doing that, and then also on top of that, I think player education and helping people understand what makes a tournament fair. Because even if we all know the answers, it doesn't help that average everyday player, if they look at, you know, a block of 10 events and there's a couple that are real stinkers and a couple that are really great, and if they don't know the difference between them, you know, they're not going to be having the best experience with CEDH. So just educating players, educating store owners and TOs of like what the community is expecting and the excellence that we're trying to achieve. So
yeah, my take on that, as far as like what I've been trying to do for the community and like really building it up, is I take a lot of time and try to get new players in, like all the time. I'll sit with somebody for fucking 2 hours going over their deck list or going over their, like, what their goals are, what their weaknesses are, and just like talking about it with them and how to get them in, like, and how to get them, you know, invested more into the game, and how to get them, you know, to where they want to be. And so like talking about whether that's card choices or strategies or deck choice or just how they are as a player. Like, I will sit with new players and just get them involved. And if they're not in the whatever Discord they should be in, I put them in that Discord. And especially like community-based ones, like for South Florida, it's the CDH Cartel. For Orlando, it's going to be PUNT.WIN.REAPT. I know that you guys have, what is yours called again? Something about
Tampa Bay
Guavas.
CDH. No, it's just Tampa Bay CDH.
Something about Guavas.
Something about Guavas. I try to get them where they should be. So I like, you know, even the one that's over in, I know that for you guys, for Southwest Florida CDH, I actually put a couple people from Naples in there. So that's my big thing, is trying to get new players, new blood into the system. And actually, one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is like, how do you guys handle a new player that's like, I feel like if I play in this big tournament and I spend, you know, $35, $40, $50, $100 on this tournament, when I'm a new player, I just like, am I throwing that money away? Like, you know, why am I playing in this tournament? How do I, you know, why would I do it? So just like get your guys' opinion on that.
Before we segue to that, I want to hear Doom's thoughts on how he's improving his tournaments, and then we can all do a quick round of how we're trying to make this more welcoming to new players. Because that's a fantastic question, but I definitely don't want to leave Doom hanging on the ground.
My bad, Doom, my bad.
No, dude,
it's all good, brother. It's all good.
No,
you got skipped last time, so it's cool.
No.
It's cool.
The segue is strong. The segue is strong. We're definitely gonna move to it.
Yeah.
So
I'm a podcaster. I know how to segue. We got this. So what's funny is mine aren't going up. Mine are kind of here right now. So I'm not the guy to ask how to upgrade a tournament. But also, I do want to piggyback on what you just said, is with my tournaments, I'm the best at that. I get new players in. So my tournaments, you got heavy hitters like Josh and Kyle and guys that are always top fouring every tournament. And then you got guys that don't know what a Thassa's Oracle is. So my hard thing is to convince them to play in tournaments, right? So it's like, hey, can you spend 8 hours? Oh, I don't have a deck. Well, it's proxy friendly. Well, I don't have this. Like, they make excuses, and then they get into the tournaments. And 9 times out of 10, bro, even if they just picked up Commander, they love the tournament setting. It's just, there's something about being competitive, and that's the best thing. So that's kind of how I'm upgrading, is I probably have 5 to 6 people every tournament that's never played any type of tournament capacity at all, right? I pride myself on that, is, hey, I'll take an hour with you. Oh, I can't play tonight because we play on Tuesday nights. Every other Tuesday night, I'm getting 3 people into it, right? That's what I kind of pride myself on. But yeah, we can definitely segue into that. I want to do my quick answer is, I'm not sure. Like, if I look at a new person and I'm like, hey, this is $100 tournament, what I have noticed with new people in tournaments, they don't really travel that well. So they're only going to stay in their LGS. But most of the time, most new people that are really invested, it doesn't matter how big the event is. If it's their LGS, they're going to go to it. Like this old guy, Dave, he's like 84. He's retired. He plays Commander sometimes. He played in my last tournament. And he was like, dude, I could do this every single day of my life. This is the most fun I've had. And he went 0-4. And and he loved it. I gave him Kinnan. He had a good time, and he can't wait for my next one. And I think that's why we all do it, right? Like, I have a few people like that. Hey, when's your next tournament? I can't wait. It's like we all know you're going to go in for. They're kind of new in beginning, so they don't really look at it as, oh, I'm going to throw my money away. They look at it as like, this is an actual event. That if it wasn't for the Doom of Fools, PWR Guava Games, there wouldn't be an event, right? So that's for me is building the community, because that's why we're doing it. We're not doing it for the money. I'm doing it because 6 months ago I'd had to travel 6 hours for a good CDH event, and now, like you said, every 2-3 months there's a fucking 5K in Florida. What? Right? So that was my rant. Rant over. Carry on.
I think it's safe to say we all want to grow up to be just like Dave, right?
Right. Yeah. He was like, my wife wants me out. I'm like, oh, I can't get out. I have 5 kids. What?
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, they'll grow up to be great staff for your tournaments in the future, I promise.
I'm going to retire. I'm just going to be PWR's little TO guy mascot.
That's so funny.
I'll be holding the free proxy sign. Proxies this way.
Yeah, I mean, truth be told, it sounds like you just knocked out 2 questions with one answer there, Doom. You know, what you do to improve your tournaments is no. I mean, hey, I'm not complaining. It's
what I do. Sorry. My bad.
Not you're.
I don't want to step on your toes,
bro. It's fine. Step on my toes. It's cool.
I'm just eating chocolate pretzels. Carry on.
Eat those pretzels. I'm carrying. We're good. Yeah. So I mean. It sounds like what you're doing to improve your scene there, Doom, is just making it as welcoming as possible for new players, which then segues to, George's question. You know, what are we doing to making our tournaments more welcoming to new players, as well as still creating this arena for the veteran players that really want true challenges and big prizes? I mean, heck, in our last tournament, Maui, our 32-man, I had a couple people come up and be like, this is my first tournament ever, and I'm having a blast. And I didn't think it would make me feel so much, but it did. I was so happy when somebody came up to me and was like, this is my first tournament ever. And it's been just smiles from ear to ear from beginning to end. That, like, damn, man, that was so cool.
Yeah.
So with that being said, you know, like, what's our game plan for that, Maui? What do we do to make Big Guava as welcoming as possible?
I mean, obviously, like, making it proxy friendly. I don't think that people should be, you know, barred by their wallet. And CDH is Magic in general is a very expensive hobby. So I'm going to open up that avenue as much as possible and make it like, hey, do you have the money for the entry fee? And then do you have like $2.50 if you don't have a printer? Run to like Office Depot. It's maybe 9 or 10 sheets of cards. You cut it out, put it in front of some islands and some sleeves. You're good. As long as we can tell, like, what card it is you have, that's all we need. For me, I think like outlining the structure and how things are going to change based off player events is also really good, because you want to kind of eliminate as many questions as you can, because it gets really inundating. If you're like, I don't know how many rounds I'm going to be playing, I don't know how long the time is going to be, like, if they don't know that, they're going to be more hesitant. So I think being honest and communicative there is another thing. And then finally, like, an entry low enough that it's feasible, but a payout high enough that it's enticing. And like, I know that some players might be like, well, I don't think I'm going to make it all the way to the end, but if I can manage to like get a top cut and get a payout from there, like that's it. Like, I'm good there. So trying to find that balance of like pay in versus pay out, tied to the previous questions that we had. I think that's really how we get new players in.
Gotcha. Josh, what's your answer on this one? How are you making your events more welcoming to new players?
So I think the biggest thing that we do is having a weekly practice. So we play every Monday from like 7 to 10 p.m. It's probably where the most like newer people have cycled in, and then transition from doing that to showing up on a Saturday for one of the monthly tournaments. So having an environment where people can learn about the format and how to play it better, and kind of like train, for lack of a better word. Like, I think that's been really, really helpful. As well as having a Discord that, for as much shit as we give each other in it, we are talking about decks and talking about how to manage certain interactions and how to play a little bit better. Again, cannot stress just how much shit we do give each other in there, but it's all in good fun and all, I think, with a little bit of respect. I hate Jordy, but I do think he's a good Magic player. So, yeah, things like that. That's all I got.
Jordy, does that answer your question and also make you feel a little bit more hated at the same time?
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Perfect. I think at this point, if you guys are good with it, we start talking about the next big project that we're working on.
Yeah.
The key.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're talking about the King Ghidorah, the Cerberus, the triple threat event that all of us here, granted you see, 5 heads on the screen right now, but consider Josh and Georgie here merging into one dome, Maui and I merging into one dome, and Doom, he's got enough head to go around. So with that being said, I'd like to talk about the triple threat tournament that the Big Guava Gamers
Is this fucking WWE? You got a promo on me, bro? Got my mom ugly, bro? Alright, I'm showing up for Wrong Side. Fuck you. I'm building RAL right now. Josh, send me the list. Fuck you. Sorry, go ahead.
Hey, we talk just like Josh said. We talk a lot of shit, but it's filled with love and respect because I wouldn't.
Are we allowed to cuss?
Yeah, we've been.
Yeah,
I've been guessing.
Fuck you guys. I'm gonna win that bitch.
Hey, big dog. Love you too, big dog. If I finally get a chance to enter in a tournament, you can kiss all that shit goodbye.
Are you gonna fucking play in a tournament, for crying out loud?
Bitch, I might. I've been letting you
Yeah.
know.
Hey, wait.
I might.
Is Josh gonna play in it? If Josh isn't playing it, we're good. We're okay. We can win.
No. Jordy's playing though, probably.
All right.
Am I?
All right.
Are we
Are
allowed?
you?
I think you should.
Are you?
I'll play if I
Am
can.
I would like to. I would very much like to for the triple threat.
If you're going to be playing in the triple threat tournament, sponsored by Big Guava Gamers, Punt.WIN.REAPT, Doom of Fools, in Winter Park, January 11th, if I'm not mistaken.
And-
Josh and Georgie are playing, and Doom is playing.
No. I'm not playing.
Oh, okay. 'Cause
You should play.
We need someone to fly the plane.
I gotta run it.
I was trying to make.
Yeah, he's got to.
We
He's
need someone to fly the plane. if we're all playing,
he's the
who's
pilot.
flying the plane?
Don't fucking look at me. I don't know if I'm gonna bring like a top deck or like some crazy Narset bullshit. I haven't decided yet. So that's why I told Josh, I'm like, I'm down to do anything you want, but I want to play in it. And he's like, yeah, that's fine. And I was like, sweet. I got nothing to do with the money. I'm here to play. I'll throw my money away. I don't care. But if they're like, what the hell is this guy doing? That's all I want.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I've been running events for a while now. Shout out to Eminem Video Games. We are also doing CEDH tournaments for them as well. Specifically for their conventions currently. I mean, granted, we're trying to do another one in their store. I know a lot of people showed up for free the Squee, which was a fantastic event for new
Great
players
tournament.
to join, veteran players to join. It was a lot of fun. We had a huge turnout. But for the triple threat event, I would very much like to play. I am thinking about either bringing Magda. That's the deck I have the most tournament experience with. I might take Holly off the leash and show what the Wizard's Beast can truly do. I also even have Aang at the crossroads if I can't make a decision and I'm stuck between the fork. But I also have the best deck ever, my secret weapon, Mono Green Cabbage Merchant. If I really want to win, I'll Maui knows
I will
what it's
pay
like
for
to
your
lose
fucking
to the-
entry if you bring Cabbage
Maui
Man,
knows
bro.
what it's like
Dude.
to lose to the merchant. If I bring up that
Dude.
video, you all got to comment Maui.
Bring that shit. And it's a free tournament, bro. Bring it.
I hated it. It was unexpected.
I played against it and I'm like, this deck's hot trash. He had 37 food. 37. I'm like, why do you have so much food? He's like, I'm hungry.
Hot trash is the best way to say it's the best deck ever, and everyone is terrified.
Bring it, please bring it. Yes. That card is fucking broken. Anyways.
Oh man.
Yeah.
How about
So
you there,
good.
George? If you know, for the tournament, if you're not going to be running this event, what would you be playing in the triple threat?
I'm pretty well known for TNK at this point. I brought it to the 20K, and I won a tournament with it recently. So I'm always like, I'm kind of between TNK and Rockstar right now. It's kind of like the two decks that I flip between. But I feel like I've perfected my TNK list. I fucking love that list.
Why do you sound like a radio host? God, you have a voice of an angel. I sound like I'm gonna bring tea and K. Like, what the fuck? Were you Macho Man Randy Savage? Goddamn.
Yeah, but Mike can tell you, like, I fucking love
talking
my
shit.
TNK list. That's my baby.
Yeah.
Bleh,
I mean,
bleh.
you helped me with mine, even though what I have now, what I'm going to be running on Saturday, is nowhere near what you had. I'm pretty sure if you looked at it, you'd be like, what is this hot
You
garbage?
can put fucking hot
Send it to me
mysteries in that
again.
deck.
I'll take a look.
It's okay.
Yeah, I will send it to you because I still need to work on it. But yeah, I'm a one-trick pony. TK all the way. When there's money on the line, like if I'm putting up like my own personal funds to enter, it's what I'm most comfortable with.
That's fair. But my overperformers lately have been Mayhem Devil and Lightning Bolt.
Mm.
You know what I
They've
call
been
your
so
deck,
good.
Maui? Do you know what I call your deck? Boo farm. Boo. Get it out of here. Boo.
Hear me out. I think we put all of our commanders for this tournament in a hat and we just pull. I'm just saying. Why not? Fuck it. It'd be fun. Who cares?
I
We're
feel for
trying
the
to win.
man,
Come on.
Not me who pulls merchant, bro. Only I can utilize its fullest power.
All right. Accept that fucking dog shit. Nah, I'm
It's
good.
not dog shit. I swear to God, dude.
I don't want any part of that.
So what would you be bringing to the
if I can,
I don't know. Who knows?
if I can bring this together, triple threat tournament, we will be doing I believe, $50 entry point with 80% being paid out in cash to top four. So it's a cash payout tournament, 80% back to the players. We're really excited about that. And I think everyone here should be playing in it because
I hope so.
I will be able to be running it as the judge, the head judge. And yeah, I think it'll be a really great time. January 10th, Campus Cards and Games in Winter Park, Florida. I'm really excited for everyone to come out. And then it's a little bit too late to promo it, but we also have, this is being recorded 2 days before the Misplays in Mistletoe out in Tampa. So hopefully that goes really well and we see everyone there as well.
Yeah, that'd be good. I mean, I think we're at like
I
46
can't go.
people right now.
Yeah, I've heard a lot
you
of hype
suck.
around it. I know.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of hype. Yeah.
It's definitely picking up. We're really excited about it. I hope we can get that final surge to really make it a 5K. But right now, I think it's sitting at over 3K payout for the amount of people because I think like we did the math and it's about 78% like for player payout. I would love to make it a 5K. But if we can't, at least there's like a good chunk of money on the line and it is cash.
Yeah, it's
So-
huge. It's huge.
I know you guys have
yeah.
46 registered. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
It's also
I mean,
Thursday, right? It's out Friday night about midnight
true.
is when you should look at it because my tournament went from
Yeah.
8 people to 28 people overnight, and I was like, "What the fuck? What just happened?"
Yeah.
Doom is
But
right.
3K is cool
Maybe-
too. Like,
Maybe we'll get
It's
that
nothing
Christmas
to-
miracle, dude. Maybe Santa and his elves will register for the event.
I have a question: Are you guys gonna stream it anyway or make a video about it?
Absolutely.
It's my daughter's
Frankie.
birthday. So I want to be at the putt courts washing it. Like we got to do something.
So,
yeah, I'm sure Frankie can tell you more about that later. But yeah, we're gonna try streaming it.
Yeah. If all goes according to plan, Big Wiz is going to be in the captain's chair, making sure we are streaming, at the very least recording. But if all goes to plan, to specs, it's going to be both. We're going to be streaming it, recording it, managing the chat. You guys will get a full sight at home of the feature table for
Cool.
every round. You're gonna get your top cut games. You're gonna get your top 4 games. You will see a champion be made live on the air if all goes according to plan.
Yeah.
But you know, we've
That's
been
cool.
playing this for a long time. We've been doing some dry runs. We've been practicing this. I think we can get this bad boy off the ground. So with that being said, keep an eye out for the triple threat tournament. Oh, Doom, yes.
I got one more question we didn't really touch on.
Oh, yeah.
So just real quick, what do you guys think kind of the future of the Florida meta is? Like, do you think we're going to do consistent 10Ks? Like, what is your hope for the future? Because what are we, December of 25, right? So 6 months from now, 8 months from now, where do you guys kind of see the meta right now? Because I see big things.
If we're going to start off around the table, I'll make mine as quick as possible. I'm a big dreamer. I see us working together and creating some real deal serious events at Top Deck Gold level, Top Deck Platinum level, attracting people not even from Florida to come by. Heck, I joined a Discord this morning at work and I just randomly started talking about Guava, and they said, oh yeah, I have a few friends who are literally traveling down to Florida to play in this event. And I was like, what? That's exciting. That's incredible. So for me, I see a bright future for all of us. We keep growing this network of like-minded individuals who have similar goals, who just want to put on, what I call just a fantastic show. Just a great showing of some top competitors, a mix of new competitors, and everyone in between who is going for not only like a prize like no other, but an experience like no other.
Very similar answer to Frankie. To keep it short, because there's no real need to like reiterate that. Yeah, just like great events, at different, prize pools. Like, I don't think you need a ton of 5Ks. I don't think you need a ton of 10Ks all the time. Sometimes like really good run 1Ks are perfect. So just a healthy balance.
Quality over quantity.
Quality over quantity.
I agree. I'm doing mine every 3 months. At the very least.
My ideal situation for the future, I don't know if it's going to be the next 6 months or whatever it is, but I would like to see more like a Las Vegas or Boston where they get 50, 60 players at their weeklies.
Yeah, what?
Like, I would love to have that be a Florida thing.
Yeah.
I would love to have that be a Florida thing. And all the major areas like Tampa, Orlando, South Florida. If there's a Tallahassee scene, Tallahassee, like, I would love to see that.
Yeah, I agree. I want more butts in the seats and people to be making big money.
Check out Big Guava Gamers on YouTube. Also look for us on Top Deck. Check out PUNT.WIN.REAPT. They have a YouTube, they have a Discord. And last but certainly not least, check out Big Sir Doom of Fools, YouTube, Discord, Top Deck, all of the above. Anywhere you can find one of us, you'll be able to find all of us. So check us out, pay us a visit at our events, say hi to us in the Discords. We're looking forward to seeing everyone at all of our events.
Thank you guys.